And it was smart that it's in Houston, right? I mean, it'd be good, but not as good if it was in Cleveland. I mean, Deshaun Watson walking back in there week 13. Again, you were on your game today. You want to ask me questions? You want to just ask your own self questions? You were getting an A+ right now. How about this? I'll give you a blank canvas, right? And again, we knew the opponents before today. We knew who the home opponents were, the road opponents were. We just didn't know the order. But when the order is laid out, sometimes you go, man, they really did this team a favor. Or man, they really, sort of job this team. Pittsburgh Steelers don't have to leave their time zone the entire year. How is that even possible?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one that jumped out at me. What's something, either a winner or a loser from the schedule release? Floor is yours.
Well, both teams, when it comes to my winner and my loser, they're tied when it comes to expectations. Both teams have a playoff caliber roster. One team has a championship caliber roster. So let's attack the winner first. The winner, when you look at the scheduling for the NFL, it's the Dallas Cowboys. EK, they won double-digit ball games a year ago. They have the second easiest schedule. Look at how they start.
And easiest depending upon where you look. Yeah, I know what you're saying there. But I will say this. It's kind of front-loaded. I mean, they're going to probably, you look at that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the first 6 games, they could be 2 and 4 very easily there, no?
They could be. But when you look at the Giants, we don't know. There's a lot of unknowns with that organization, right? The same can be said for Washington. The same can be said for the Eagles, but I do believe the Eagles will be much improved. And also, what about the Lions and the Bears? So, yes, it is front-loaded, but after that, you look at what they have going down the stretch, the Texans, the Jaguars, Washington again, the Tennessee Titans. You know how I feel about them and what type of disappointment they potentially can be. But in totality, they have the second easiest schedule in the National Football League. How is that possible when they had the success they had a year ago?
Because
they're my winner.
They were 6-0 in the division, yeah. And before you do that, one more on the Dallas things, we just showed it. They have I think it's a 6-game stretch late in the year. They're going to be favored in all 6 games. At least they would be on the early board right now. When you could be favored for a month and a half, you could be in good shape. If you don't get swallowed early, they could be in good shape.
With that being said, they might be the only team, as you mentioned, when you look at that 6-game stretch where they will be the favorite based on how we anticipate things happening.
Yeah. All right. So give me somebody that you didn't like the way it shook out for them.
I didn't like the way, but as my high school coach used to tell us all the time, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be fair. And that's the Rams, right? They're the biggest loser, but they were the biggest winner a year ago. Because of that, they have the toughest schedule. And outside of the schedule, when you look at the teams they're playing against and how they finished a year ago, every time they step on the football field, the opposing team they're going against, EK, trust me, I know, that will be their Super Bowl. The Bills, that's their Super Bowl week 1. The Falcons, the lonely Falcons, that is their Super Bowl. Every team they face off against this upcoming season, they're attacking this matchup like it's their Super Bowl because they're playing against the Super Bowl winner. And anytime you have an opportunity to do what everyone else wants to do, you become the hunted. Everyone is hunting the Los Angeles Rams. So because of that and their success a year ago, I got to go with the Rams being the biggest loser because of the difficult schedule they have from top to bottom.
Yeah, I sort of looked, I'll take sort of what you said. I know the division opponents, they don't change, right? Year in, year out. But go look at Tampa's out of division opponents. Wow. If I basically said, make it as hard as you can, I don't know if you really could have picked harder teams. Everybody in Tampa, every non-division game except for one is brutal and losable. If you look at what Tampa's doing, I have it right here. Ready? Here you go. They're going to play at Dallas, Green Bay, Kansas City, at Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Rams, at Cleveland, at San Francisco, Cincinnati, at Arizona. Yikes!
That's the group of death right there, EK.
Right,
that's a tough stretch.
Look at you. You're breaking out World Cups. That is amazing. You group of death. That's exactly what it is. The only pretty winnable game, the one that you would think that they're all set out of their division, is Seahawks. Every other game is brutal. You're exactly right. They put them in the group of death, as they call it, and it's a soccer term.
Get this, EK. You really still feel good about the Buccaneers with number 12 in the lineup. If outside of the unthinkable, if he wasn't there. So I understand how tough it is, but when you got number 12, you got more than a fighting chance. They need to be thankful he decided to come back, because could you imagine that stretch with Blaine Gabbert or Kyle Trask?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, yeah, he's kind of a difference maker. He should stick with football. Maybe he's pretty good at it.
He's pretty good at it.
You're pretty good at this. A+ for Bryant McFadden right out of this gate, schedule release. That's how you do it. All right. He's also doing it well. All Things Covered podcast. Patrick Peterson, BMAC. Having some fun. You download, you follow, you enjoy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.